Hello YouTubers, today I show a summary of our 5-hour flight with the DG800.
Up for takeoff with glider plane, outbound north and to the south.
The DG800 has no engine, so today we go aero-tow, today with a nice Piper Super Cub.
Oscar Uniform 3345, gas aanziehen und starten.
I leave in the original Swiss-German radio commands.
Oscar Uniform, CSI Laax, auf Szeneweit.
I will later speed up the aero-tow a factor of 4-fold for your enjoyment with some background music.
Oeh.
Oscar Uniform, takeoff, runway 01, outbound north.
Geschwindigheid 100 Sicherheitshöhe erreicht. Danke.
Here I just released from tow at about 2,300 meters, and there was another glider, and for some reason I cannot see it, but the farm does, and you see it behind me, which is kind of a difficult situation. I know there's a glider, I can't see it, the farm is going wild, a little bit uncomfortable. And after a couple of turns I can see him, and most interestingly within a couple of minutes am much higher than he was in the same thermal. So here he is opposite for me in the same thermal, right now at the same altitude, and I keep watching him and focus a lot to make sure that everything is safe.
Moritz tracking, Hotel Bravo Zulu Papa Alpha, approaching from the 7,000 feet in descent, heavy route number 1 for landing heli lift. And the glider is inside on the right side of the valley. Oscar uniform, full 6,000 feet, next overhead for landing runway 01.
Hello YouTubers, we are now 3,200 meters over the skiing resort of Laax, and on the left you see the glacier, the Voorab.
You now see the Voorab glacier in the center of the picture. In winter it's a very active skiing area, also lots of snowboarders, and the Piper Super Cub that towed me in winter will also do glacier landings right there. It's not captured in the camera, but there were about 3 or 4 parasails around me at that time, so I'm watching them very closely, avoiding them flying away. And I even saw a fixed wing, I think it was an Atos, that was also going through the same area. The thermals are varying. There are parts where they're actually pretty good. There are also clouds that actually don't work anymore. So it's one of those days where you have to rely on your experience to go from A to B. From time to time, to avoid that this video becomes boring, I will speed up the cruising forward part. So right here, I will indicate that with a little marker that says 4x, you see it on the top right. And also that you have an idea where I am in Switzerland, I will from time to time show the track log from the online contest capture that shows the progress to some extent of what I'm doing at the time of the video. Here I'm following the cloud street to try and remain at altitude as much as I can, with varying success. It was not working that great, so still from time to time I need to circle in the thermal.
We're now at 3,300 meters on the way back from Münster towards the Engadin. It's now 4 o'clock. The weather looks like it will be okay. At least I don't see any signs of imminent rain. They said there might be rain showers developing at about 5 o'clock. It's 1 hour away. And so far the clouds look relatively harmless. I've been up to 4,000 meters today, and flight time is now almost 3 hours.
So you may have noticed that a large section of the flight is missing. The camera refused operation for reasons that I don't understand. I had to reset it to make it work again, which is somewhat difficult since I'm actually trying to fly a glider and not have to deal with babysitting the camera. But anyway, it started working again, and the footage is quite amazing.
Okay, we made some altitude and 3-5 and flying east towards Engadin. So far it looks okay. Okay, 3-7, made some altitude. Let's see if this cloud street works towards the Engadin.
Felix, for Donny.
Danny voor Ronald.
Ja, Ronald, hoi. Gewoon die heuvel, of niet?
Binnen van Wijk is Engadin, 3-7.
I'll summarize the Swiss-German radio discussion I had with my colleague. Turned out that he started an hour before I did, and the thermals were not so good, so he had to land at another glider field and get a tow back up. but he made it and he's also having fun.
Okay, down below is St. Moritz at the lake, and you see Samedan Airport on the left as well, left behind.
The Engadin is a higher valley. The airfield is actually located at 1700 meters, which is quite high. It's the highest jet-capable airfield in Europe, I think. And the Engadin is part of the canton of Graubünden and has fantastic views. It is just absolutely stunning with the glaciers and the high passes towards Italy. The view is towards Italy right now. And the thermals are also usually very good with very high cloud bases, much higher than the other parts of Switzerland, given that the valley is already at 1700 meters.
Okay, 3890.
The track log shows the past 20 minutes of the flight or so, and you see a nice dark cloud behind me that allowed me to go up to 3,900 meters and enough energy to go forward towards the east. So here you see the valley, the Engadin Valley, direction Cernetz, which is towards Austria. So Italy is kind of on the right hand side, and in the far distance will be Austria. And here I'm on my way to another interesting thermal.
100 meters, unbelievable. Flying towards Cernetz. So Samedan Airport is on the right hand side behind me. The last thermal was pretty good. It actually started out in the blue over a peak, and when I was done there was a cloud. So today is a day where if you follow the clouds you may not get the thermals, because the clouds' main indication of where thermals were, but not where they are. So you have to see for the fresh puffs of cloud.
So it's getting later in the day, and you see there's more blue large sections appearing between the clouds, as the thermal system is not as strong anymore, and so now I have to make a couple of decisions on where I want to go. So I do not fly all the way to Cernetz, but rather see this couple of clouds in the direction of Klosters and decide to go there.
Okay, YouTubers, 3,050 meters on my way home, but catching a thermal to get some reserve altitude, as I don't know, there's portions with incredible amounts of sink, and so making sure that I have enough. There's a glider you see now at 3 o'clock, but it's far, it's safe. Let's see, and here's a bird, so let's go to the bird. The bird knows better where the thermal is than I do. Is above me. Yes, indeed, the bird knows it. Proof. Okay, YouTubers, so climbing to 3,400 meters, and I think this will be the last thermal, and I will fly home. Distance is still 46 kilometers, but given that I have 3,000 meters to use, that should be okay.
Of course, 3,000 meters for 36 kilometers is more than okay. It turns out I needed most of the reserve, as there were huge amounts of sink in large areas, which is probably because I was in the lee of certain mountain structures, and I was also flying a little bit faster than optimal glide, so it was a good decision.
Nice espresso. I wish.
So the last thermal indeed was the last thermal, and now I show my final glide, accelerated tenfold to keep things interesting.
Hotel Bravo 3345, downwind, runway 01, gear is down and gear is locked.
It's another video. One of the people asked, what do I think when I'm landing? So situational awareness is making sure you are completely aware of what is going on. Are there other planes? What is the wind? What is my landing speed for today given the wind?
Turning base.
Making sure you make your base turn at the right place. Make sure you make your final turn at the right place. Keep watching your speed. Speed is golden. I typically land a little bit on the right side of the runway, so I have more space to make the turn into the little road towards our hangar. I cannot turn the tail wheel with the DG800 like again with the Antares, so I won't make it all the way, but it works mostly.
Moritz, DG800S, we drove the 3000 feet transfer landing, Münster, hangar, aero-tow.
Okay, made it.
Thanks for watching this all the way to the end. Here you see the flight track, which you can also see online at online contest. Thanks and see you soon.